Hey everyone, Mike Rondo in the Shed of Solitude, and I apologize for the lighting. Again, I gotta work on this, especially because it's summertime. This is where I usually do my videos. You can see me now. It kind of comes and goes. But hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully there's no clipping. I still have not replaced my lapel mic yet, but I'm working on that. Lots going on, so I apologize. But we are here to do the... And you can't see that because of the awful lighting. Maybe that helps. I don't know. I will get another light. I don't know if this one's going to work. Maybe that kind of helps, but there you go. Timeless. We're doing that today. I don't know how long the battery's going to last on that one. But I filled the pipe up, packed it, and typically, because someone asked how I packed my pipe, because I did such a horrible job last time, which was mostly due to the allergies, working in the yard and all that stuff. Wasn't the best time to do a video. But I usually do the scoop method. I prefer that. But other than that, I do the 3 steps, you know, pack it light like a baby, then like a woman, and then like a man, you know, you kind of hit it. So to speak, that's kind of what I normally do. Now, I probably should have dried this out. So very much like last review on geometry, there'll probably be a third one on this because I want to try it when it's... I mean, this has been in the shed since the last review. It's still pretty moist. But not too bad. It's about right where I like it to be anyway, so... But I'd like to dry it out a little. So we'll see. In a week, maybe I'll do that. For burly, this isn't seeming so burly. What is this here? We got Burley Cavendish Bourbon Coffee Vanilla. I get none of that but burley. like a hint of burley. I don't even get the Virginias, actually. Well, we'll just smoke it a little bit more here. I think when I did it the first time, I think I had a bourbon alcohol kind of note. Of course, it was a few days ago and I can't remember. Fun fact, I never go back and rewatch my videos. Same thing, I used to do this, I might have said this before, when I used to podcast, I would edit it, put it out there, and I would never listen to it again. Like, I'm getting the burley note, but it's muted than what I normally would get from a burley. Strangely, I don't get much Virginias, the Virginia note, although I imagine as I get closer to finishing the bowl and the hotter it gets, because I puff like a chimney when I do these videos, it'll probably bring out that taste. And of course, I'm smoking my Rat Rays 158. I believe it's 158 or 153. Every time I look, well, let's see if I can do this. Let's get the phone in the light here. See if I can do this. 158. This is like the unsung pipe out of my collection. I was thinking of this the other day yesterday actually, when I was doing all this rearranging and a couple of my pipes are out here. And I was thinking, what were the 7 pipes that I would keep? And I believe this makes the list, because this is like, I call this the Christopher Morley kind of pipe, because I have a picture. You can't see it here, but in my previous videos, like a year ago, you can see there's a picture, the famous photo of him smoking like this. Matter of fact, I got a picture of him in my office. Maybe I'll post that one day. I'm on vacation. Maybe next Tuesday when I go back, I'll post the photo that I have in my office. Which is funny, because the other day I was in my office, and I was just sitting there, looking at that photo, and I'm thinking, you know, he's sitting there pondering. And I'm saying to myself, what was he thinking in that photo? I often do this with old videos and photos, when you see someone in thought. And I'm wondering what he's thinking. Is he thinking of the plot for his next book? You know, thinking about his family, the troubles of the world? Who knows? It was just interesting to think what he could possibly be thinking in that photo. But that's why I got this pipe, because this is in my research, which is very, very limited, with Christopher Morley and his pipe. I don't know what kind of pipe he smoked. I just know he has this type of pipe, but it's a little longer. It's almost like Bing's. What, do I got Bing's? Where's oh, his Bing's. It's almost as long as Bing's, but beefier, like this. I'm going to have to show that photo next week. But this is as close as I could kind of get it. And for those who don't know who Christopher Morley is, he's an author. His favorite book, well, his most famous is probably The Haunted Bookshop, which most pipe smokers know about. Parnassus on Wheels. Kitty Foyle is a book that was made into a movie, which I need to watch. I'm curious to see about that. And a whole bunch of other things. Okay. As I go further, I get the Virginias. I don't get the topping of the bourbon, the coffee, and I think I did last time. If I remember right, I compared it to L.J. Peretti's coffee blend. I don't get that now. I don't know if it's because it's been out in the shed for a week or a couple of days. And it's lost that? Now the room smoke kind of note is rather weak. I don't get much of a smell of it. Of course, I'm still stuffed up. And yesterday afternoon I almost had another moment, but thankfully my body said, no, we're good. We're having a little moment. And no, you're not going to go on a sneezing fit like I did on Wednesday. That was just awful. And today has been the best day, allergy-wise. But I'm still a little nasally congested and whatnot, and I apologize for this lighting. I say this every year, and someone's going to comment on this, like they do every year, saying it's okay, it's fine, and someone's going to say, yes, get something, and I will. I did see something, a desk light, which I might get anyway, because I got to redo my office/podcast studio now that my dog's passed on, and I might get back in the game. We'll see. But there was like a lamp you put on your desk that's made for video, and that would perfect fill light right now. If I just put it right there, it'd be perfect. And maybe I'll look at that after I do this video. But to my new subscribers, this is where I typically do the summer videos. I have a mountain scene in the background. It has like a cabin window, even though it's not a window. I kind of like to channel that energy if I can. So that's what you see in the background. And this is my, I don't know if you can see, but this is my turntable right here. See if I can turn, let me just bring it in. There's my turntable right there that I, whoops, sorry about that. that I play my records on occasionally. Now I took for those that are concerned about the vinyl, I took those and brought them inside because I knew the heat would warp and cause issues. And matter of fact, once the basement gets new carpet in there and whatnot, I may bring this inside and just listen to my records there instead of out here. But it was fun in the winter, listening to my tunes out here. I did enjoy that. The cold didn't bother it too much. But yeah, I thought it'd be nice to have a, you know, because I got my old school radios. I figured why not have a turntable in here too, you know, because this is kind of a vintage cabin vibe kind of thing going on in here. I don't know, it's eclectic to say the least. All right, now I'm getting more of the Virginia Cavendish vibe going on there. Oh, in case you saw the book on the thing, I'm going to read this one. Now, I put my reading off for like almost a month since my dog Pete died. And it's just one of those things you don't feel like reading. It is summer. It's a little harder when the weather gets nicer and I got things to do in the spring to get ready for summer to read, but I'll get there. I'm going to read The Long Descent. This is one that came up on TikTok and as well as YouTube, I think even Instagram. And if you follow Stoicism like I do and you kind of dabble in the Roman Empire a bit, and, you know, the whole comparison of the fall of Rome and the United States and stuff. And then this came up, The Long Descent. It's something on evaluating Western civilization, America, you know, all that stuff, as far as I know. I'll let you know. But I found it pretty compelling and interesting. I figured, with the strange times we're in, why not read it? By the way, last night, as I was cleaning this, I came across Saint Espresso. I actually had a tin from last year. I didn't get this year. But I got a decent amount left. I don't know if you can see that because of the shitty lighting I've put us all in here. Let's see if this works. Nope, this is completely dead. Anyway, I got a good amount in here. And I want to say I have a spare tin from last year that I could open. Well, this might be the spare tin from last year because I remember I really enjoyed this blend. And I had some last night and it was fantastic. So if you can get yourself Saint Espresso, I highly recommend it. I'm kind of partial with the coffee blends anyway. Timeless here, you know, it says it's got coffee in it and bourbon. It's okay. It's not... And it's weird because I think I said in my initial review I like this over Geometry, but now it seems to be like I like Geometry over this right now, which is bizarre, to say the least, but... It's not too bad. Okay, a little bit of a, I wouldn't call it bourbon. I would call it alcohol-like. I don't know, it's not leaving a good aftertaste. So this leads me to believe I'm going to have to dry some of this out and try it. Because I think that'll take off this chemical test. I could be wrong. Chemical test. Chemical taste. The hell's my mind going? I think that would help. I do. I mean, this is kind of, it's not clumpy. I mean, it breaks apart, but you know, there's moisture there. I think, well, maybe I'll put a little bit out. But do we got the, let's get this. Get the old handy dandy tray I use that I've made. I'm going to take a good portion out. One to get 2 smokes out of it. I'm going to get one, I'm going to smoke this off camera after a few days, and then I'll do another review, I don't know, maybe in a month, and let you guys know if that helps, if that improves it. I think it will with the aftertaste, which I'm not liking too much. I wouldn't say it's a chemical test. It's just like, I don't know, maybe when you had like one too many cigars kind of taste. If that helps at all. Probably not. Yeah, I don't like the aftertaste. I mean, we're getting near the end of the bowl, so I would say the top half and the middle, pretty good, enjoyable. This latter half, which a lot of people kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'll leave the dottle and move on in life. Man, I don't know if the pipe sounds just as nasally as I am gasping for air. I mean, listen to that. I mean, I'm at the very end anyway, so as you can see. Well, you can't see because of my shitty lighting situation. Wow. The production on the last 3 videos has been awful, so I apologize. Anyway, I'm going to finish this. The jury's still out. I lean more on the not so good kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't buy this tin again. And that other tin that I, as it stands right now, the other tin that I bought that is sealed, that may sit for years from now. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching and sticking around. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Probably another video this weekend. We'll see. Anyway, catch you guys later.